With the pending congressional confirmation of states' electors and also the runoff election in Georgia that's happening right now, political power in Washington, it hangs in the balance. So I chatted with analyst Quentin Giles for some more insight. Quentin, welcome back to Great Day Washington. This week, we're watching the Senate. The power of the Senate is up for grabs right now. As you're watching that vote in Georgia, where do you think this is going to fall, for the Republicans or the Democrats?
You know, it's going to be a nail biter. I have been trying to read the tea leaves and trying to keep my ear to the ground, but realistically, it looks like the Republicans may hang on to the power in the Senate. And that is just based off of data looking at the previous election. The only reason we're in this runoff situation is because one candidate did not get the majority of votes. But when you look at how the votes have fallen, both of those Republican candidates back in November edged out more votes than the Democrats. So just, I can only rely on the numbers and the data. And so just based on that, it looks like the Republicans just may keep control of the Senate.
All right, so let's go with that. Let's say that the Republicans do hold on to the Senate. What does that do, and what does that look like for President-elect Joe Biden's presidency? Does it hurt him? I would assume.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make it a lot more difficult, right? Because Mitch McConnell will still be the Senate Majority Leader, and we have already seen such gridlock between the Republicans and the Democrats. And so I've reviewed Joe Biden's first 100-day plan alone, which is ambitious to say the least. I just don't see a lot of camaraderie and a lot of working together for that plan particularly. So I think it's definitely going to make it more difficult for him to legislate and to get some big wins. But you know, stranger things have happened. Maybe Mitch McConnell will have a change of heart, especially with this divide that's going on in the Republican Party right now. But yeah, it'll definitely make it more difficult.
I was going to ask you about that as well, because President Trump, we've been listening to that phone call he made to Georgia's Secretary of State talking about these elections. Do you think that's going to have any impact on the turnout?
You know, I don't know, because it's the cognitive dissonance for me, right? It's saying there's fraud, but then also encouraging people to vote. And so I'm always confused. I don't know how to feel. So I don't know how Republican voters are going to feel about that. And so I think it's just a ball of confusion. At best, it's election tampering. At worst, it's just ongoing confusion. So we'll just have to see. I do think that maybe some Republican voters may be able to weed through all of the shenanigans of what's actually going on with that and still go out and vote. But it's just a really crazy time, like really crazy and really confusing.
Well, we're also seeing on social media some claims by some Republicans, President Trump, about the election being overturned on January 6th. Any truth to that?
No, not at all. And so what'll happen is what is normally like not even a thing that we pay attention. The Congress will receive the Electoral College votes. And so in order for the election to be overturned, that would mean the Senate and the House would have to vote to reject those electors. Now, crazy things have happened in 2020, and I know we're in 2021, but something tells me Nancy Pelosi's Democratic House is not going to vote to overturn this election. So at best, this is all performative, and none of this is going to take place.
All right, Quentin. Well, it's a busy week here in Washington. We're going to keep following you to get your take on everything that's happening. Thank you, Quentin, for joining us today for Great Day Washington.
Thank you.